This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the WWE PLE Night of Champions. Maybe. Hopefully. So today we're going to be talking about all the matches, some of the new matches, some known matches now, and my predictions and what's going to be happening. So let's get into this, probably for nothing. Let's do it. Our first match of the day is going to be Dom Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Ha! Psych, just kidding. I have a feeling Dom or AJ were like, do you see what's going on over there? I'm not going to be anywhere a part of that. They literally were just like, you know what? You don't pay me enough to die for this company, okay? But keep in mind, if Night of Champions does get moved back here to the States, it is going to be somewhere in like the Pennsylvania, Ohio area. I know this upcoming Monday in Pittsburgh here, we're going to have Monday Night Raw and then a SmackDown taping as well. Raw starts at like 6 p.m., which is going to be crazy. So that makes sense because a lot of their production trucks are already in the area. And I guess we have like 4 to 5 possible venues that are really open for it. Now, if we do get it, don't expect like some flashy setup. It's going to be, you know, a hastily put together PLE. But either way, as long as everybody's safe, that's all I really care about. Also, to wrap this up, remember when Night of Champions was actually a pay-per-view that was just nothing but championship matches? There's two. Let's move on. All right, our first match is going to be for the Men's King of the Ring, and it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Look, this match is going to be a banger, I guarantee it. Now, both men have not won King of the Ring before, from what I remember, so that's going to be fun to watch. I kind of feel bad for Cody in this storyline because, one, he had to beat his boy Jay last night on Raw, and now he's going to have to beat his boy Randy. And I kind of have a feeling that somewhere down the line that's going to be part of a storyline where Jay and Randy will come together to beat up Cody or cause Cody to turn heel. Something on the lines of that. This isn't going to be the end of Jay and Randy and Cody. Now, does Randy really need to win King of the Ring? No, not at all. He's the Legend Killer. He's the Viper. He already has his own legacy. He doesn't need this. Now, you know what's going to be happening with this match. Cody, he's going to be picking up the win, and then he's going to be going on to SummerSlam to challenge John Cena for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And then that night at SummerSlam, I would assume that Cody's going to win. My opinion might change by SummerSlam, but I think that's what's going to happen. And then the other half of the year is going to be John turning back to a face. That's what's got to happen, right? Maybe Cody will turn heel too. We'll get into that around SummerSlam. No need for that right now. Anyways, this match, it's going to be a lot of fun. Cody's picking up the win. It's going to have like some kind of feel-good moment in it, probably. So either way, Cody, you're the new King of the Ring. Yay. All right, and then moving on to the Women's Queen of the Ring finals, it is going to be Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Look, I think this might be a sleeper match too. Like this could end up being good. I think that Jade has gotten significantly better over the past couple of months, you know, since she's kind of gone out on her own now. I really, really missed Asuka while she was gone, and for her to come back is just great. She has like this aura, as the kids say, about her that just changes. Like the moment she takes her mask off and reveals her paint, it's just a moment where you're like, she means business. I don't expect like any kind of run-ins or anything like that with this match, like, you know, like Naomi getting involved for no reason whatsoever to help try to make Jade lose or anything like that. Last I read, they were flying pretty light, you know, with minimal crew and, you know, wrestlers to get over to Saudi Arabia. So hopefully that still stays the same. Obviously they got to have some SmackDown people there because they're filming an episode there. You know, Jade is going to overpower Asuka, but Asuka's going to obviously out-wrestle Jade. So this match is really like 50-50 on it. And man, I'm going to have to go with Jade on this. I think they're going to push her. I think they're going to push Jade, and somehow SummerSlam she's probably going to pick up her first title. I think she's going to win Queen of the Ring, and then she's probably going to end up challenging Tiffany Stratton. That's what I'm going with, because I still think we're going to get an Io Sky Asuka match at SummerSlam, and I'd much rather see that. So my winner, Jade Cargill. We're going to go with that. All right, and then thanks to Dominic Mysterio or AJ Styles, we are going to be getting Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Finally, we are getting a televised Karrion Kross match. I know he's on Main Event, but who watches Main Event? Do you? I don't. Do you? You don't? You know you don't. Don't act like you do. I have just absolutely enjoyed watching Karrion Kross annoy, nitpick, whatever, Sami Zayn backstage for weeks on end now. And man, it's good to finally see some kind of payoff. This match could also have some potential to it. I can see this being at least a good rubber match. You know, we're going to get this match at Night of Champions, then probably one at Saturday Night's Main Event, then the final one at SummerSlam. I'm going to go ahead and say that Sami Zayn is going to be picking up the win, but Karrion Kross is going to take this loss as a learning experience, learning experiment, whatever, for Sami Zayn, and he's just going to laugh it off. Doesn't even matter if he loses. He knows what he's doing. Karrion's going to see what Sami Zayn is capable of doing, and he's just going to use that against Sami Zayn at their next match. I do think this is going to be a good match. I do think it's going to be a fun match, but Sami Zayn, you're picking up the win. Congrats. And again, I'm just happy that Karrion Kross is going to be on TV. The man deserves it. All right, next up for our women's match, it is going to be Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley in a street fight match. Or women's street fight matches allowed in Saudi Arabia? Progression. Get ready to see 6,000 Slim Jim tables being broken. Can we just get rid of this already? I kind of have the feeling that Rhea is going to be dominating most of this match because, I mean, she is powerful. Not that Raquel isn't, but Rhea's better. I think everybody is expecting Rhea to just bully this entire match, but expect Roxanne to come down and help out Raquel Rodriguez. Look, they're kind of being a little chummy if you paid attention on Raw last night, especially after, you know, Raquel's match, whatever, after she put Rhea through the table or whatever, and like she's just like, you know, they're just kind of hugging each other. Like it's like Raquel already forgot about a Liv Morgan. I almost said Alexa Bliss. We know who I'm talking about. What I think might happen is that basically Roxanne's just going to step in for Liv Morgan and hold that other title, and it's just going to be Raquel and Roxanne as the tag team champions, I would assume. So when Liv comes back, Liv's just going to be super jacked, like, oh, you just replaced me? And then, you know, we got like 5-6 months of love interest to build between Dom and Roxanne, and God, that's going to be great too. The man never loses, regardless. Getting back to the match, Rhea is definitely going to be overpowering, but in the final end, it's going to be Raquel with Roxanne's help. I just kind of have a feeling that this is going to be like a 10-minute match, tops. I don't feel like they really give women a lot of time over there in Saudi Arabia. I could be wrong. That's just how I feel. All right, and then for our first title match of the night on a PLE called Night of Champions, it's going to be Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the U.S. title. We have been waiting for this match for so long, and I'm really not that interested in it. I'm sorry. I think they finally jumped the shark on this whole bloodline thing, bloodline stories. It should just be over and done with. It's just Samoans fighting each other. Stop it. Don't get me wrong, I love Jacob Fatu. Everybody loves Jacob Fatu. He's just phenomenal. He's great. He's a great entertainer. He's fun to watch. Gotta love him. And honestly, I kind of feel like he's brought a little bit of something to the U.S. title. Like, you know, it looks right on him. You know what I mean? I'm going to assume that JC Mateo is going to be coming down to help out Solo at some point during the match, but it's probably going to end up costing Solo, really. Or if that doesn't happen, maybe at some point, we're going to get, like, Tama Tonga back soon. I feel like he should be returning soon. Maybe he'll show up. Tonga Loa, I think, is basically almost there, but if they're waiting for each other, expect them for SummerSlam, but maybe they'll do one first and then the other. But I think that if Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa come back, I think they're going to side with Jacob. I would hope that this match should be good. I guess we're going to see what happens. Jacob should just squash Solo. That would be the way to do it. In the long run, I hope this is the beginning of the end of these bloodline stories. It needs to move on. You aren't getting anything better than the original OG bloodline story. Nothing is going to top that, ever. It's okay to move on. I swear, WWE, it's okay. And then for our final title match of the night, it is going to be John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship. Look, this match is probably going to suck. CM Punk can only do so much. Cena can only do so much. It's going to be like watching two grandpaps fight. I said it. I'm sorry. Even John said himself that like he can't keep up like the way he used to. And and I know CM Punk's getting up there too. I mean, the guy can still go. They both can still go, but just not at the level that they needed to, like, 10, 12 years ago when they probably should have had another just absolute banger match. But instead we're 10, 12 years later and no. There's sometimes Punk can't even do the GTS right. He just looks like he struggles to get people up and then hit him with the knee. Like, I don't know what they're going to do, because it's not like John has any friends or whatever to come down and help him, and they're not going to fly Travis Scott over there. They're not going to fly The Rock over there to help out. It's probably going to end up being some kind of like DQ finish, count out finish, something, and it's gonna be awful. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. And probably after the end of the match, I would assume that Cody Rhodes is going to come down to face John Cena and be like, "I'm coming for you next. I'll see you at SummerSlam." You know. They're going to build the story. And then you're going to see CM Punk over there in the corner like, you just literally are taking my spot, even though I just lost, well, technically won by DQ, but it wasn't the match the way that I wanted it to end. You know how Punk is. So with that mindset, that kind of makes me think that we might get like a Cena, Cody, CM Punk triple threat at SummerSlam. I think I'd kind of be okay with that. I know that sounds weird because it'd be like two grandpaps fighting their grandson, but it might work out that way, because then at SummerSlam, all the shenanigans can happen, and that's really what we look forward to. But as for this match, I am going to go with CM Punk, but I think it's going to be like a DQ finish type thing. Just prepare yourself to be a little bit disappointed with this match, okay? I'm not expecting anything good out of this match. Ugh, that hurts just a little bit right here. All right, guys, that's going to be today's show. What do you think is going to be happening at the Night of Champions? Do you think it's even going to happen? I hope I just didn't make this video for nothing. So with that being said, you guys have a great day. Stay awesome. And I will see you back here next time for Saturday Night's Main Event, I think it is, or Evolution 2.0. Either way, I'll try and be here. See you then, guys.